welcome to Phranc Talk. I'm Frank with a PH and a hard C. Your average peace-loving Jewish lesbian folk singer. So I had to leave you early yesterday because YouTube just cut me off. The FedEx man knocked on the door and I went to answer it. And when I came back, I was frozen and I didn't even know it. I kept going for the entire 10 minutes. So I don't know what you missed yesterday, but I'm going to try to make up for it today. Late notice, I know, but I'm going to try to aim for the 1:15 time slot. And so I'm just going to, for 10 minutes, it's 10 minutes with Frank. It could be anything, could be music, could be art. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I'm making right now and what's going on. So here we go. So I am currently absolutely crazy about underwear. I don't know. I got it in my mind that I should make 50 pairs of boxer shorts for the anniversary of my 50th year being out as a dyke. Why? I don't know. These ideas just come to me. So I don't know if these were included yesterday in my, before I was frozen out of your lives, but I've just been cruising underwear. So I'm going on eBay and going places and just looking at old underwear ads. I love underwear from the 40s. So check these out. Check out these giant rayon, absolutely gorgeous geometric underwear. So I'm going to try to create something a little bit like this because I love it. So these, and then I'm going to show you another pair that I absolutely adore. These, look at these. Stripes and polka dots together in the most unusual way. So both of these really inspire me. And when I'm making stuff, I'm usually surrounded by things that inspire me, whether they're like pieces of clothing that I had growing up, stuff that I have in my closet, something that I wish I had, something from the past that I wish I had, but I can make it now for myself. Here's another pair. This is a more contemporary pair. Look at these. Aren't these beautiful? Ooh. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, Zoe, you're here. Hi. That is a banjo-lele, and it has a big pot on it. Yes, it does. And it's especially banjo-lele because it has a fixed bridge, and most banjo-leles have a kind of bridge that you have to kind of slide it up and down till you get it in the right spot. It's a Deering banjo-lele. So more about banjos and banjo-leles later. Thanks for noticing. And back to underwear. All right, so, and then I think yesterday I showed the classic boxing boxers. Here's a pair in black. Boxing boxers. So let's put the underwear aside for a minute. And I did say that yesterday, I promised that if you stick around at the very end, I will show you how to tie a bow tie. If you do not know how to tie a bow tie, there will be a butch tutorial and bow tie tying at the very end. But we're only here for 10 minutes. So wait a minute. What time do we start? Okay, so we're here from 1:15 to 1:25. So 1:25, we're done. So got a lot to cram in here. All right. So a little bit about how I'm making what I make, especially on this underwear journey. But the process is very similar. Whenever I make something, I get the idea for it. Then I see if there's some kind of pattern or somebody's kind of done it before me that has a good idea. It's always great to model on another great idea, right? So I found these beautiful, look at these, talk about underwear. I mean, it just drives me crazy. It's my inner fag, what can I say? Look at these. Look at these guys. Are they having fun or what? Having fun. Preparing for the day, putting on their shaving in their underwear. Look at these beautiful 1940s underwear with the waistband. Where's the waistband? The waistband. With the three little snaps. Very cute. Here's a more contemporary pair. So I went hunting for a pattern that I liked, and I found some of them it looks simple, but they can be pretty complicated. Anyway, and then I adapted a pattern, which I have right here. So then I made my own from that pattern. This was from a Simplicity pattern. So I made my own underwear pattern, right? So then I put it down on some craft paper. And the next step that I would do is figure out how much paper I needed to make 2 pieces. So I figured out I needed that much to make 1 piece. So I got it all drawn out. So now what I have to do is make the pattern on this side of the paper. So the way I do that is I have a couple of really great, I have an old-fashioned yardstick, and then I have some great rulers like this. So I'm getting ready to make some striped boxers. So let's get you started. Oh, and some of the supplies I need are a trusty pencil sharpener, occasionally some tracing paper, which I'm going to need when I do those big ones. And what else? Oh, and then I have these different paints that I like to use. I like to use gouache, but gouache is not always the most flexible paint. It works on just about anything. It looks beautiful on brown paper, and I use a craft paper or a paper bag or recycled brown paper when I make everything. And so here's the ones that I finished yesterday. So I take the paper, I make my pattern, I paint it, I cut it out, and then I sew it. So you're going to see, this is the finished product from the last week. They look like candy, don't they? They're my all sorts boxers. They're like licorice. You can see they have a little working fly, and they are sewn. And the tricky part, if you look at my Instagram feed, you can see me very delicately inside outing. So if you are a sewist, you know that it's right sides together. So working with paper is the same as working with, oh my gosh, we've only got a minute left. The time just flew. All right, I'm going to do the bow tie thing now. Anyway, you can check me out at phranc.la on Instagram. And I'll post stuff. So here's the trick to your bow tie. Put your bow tie on. Okay. Put your bow tie on. Oh, almost done. Okay, here's the trick. You know how to tie your shoes? Close your eyes and tie your shoe. My eyes are closed. Okay, so one side over the other, right? And then I pull it. And then I'm going to make the bow part of my shoe, right? My shoelace. And just like I'm tying a shoe. And then I pull it. Did it work? Pull it like this. And then once I've got it done, then I look in the mirror and I adjust it. And I make sure it's going in the right direction. And I pull the sides together. All right, did I do it? I think I did. Try to adjust it in my computer. There you go. Okay, so that's how you tie a bow tie. I'll see you soon on Phranc Talk. Thanks for coming today.